Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm at the Commodity Classic down in San Antonio ran into our friends BigIron.com. On the left we have Chairman of the Board and co-founder Mark Stock. Mark, good to see you again.
Hey, good to see you, Greg.
Thanks for coming over to our little seminar today. It was
good.
Fun to see you. And on the right here we have President and CEO Andy Pyron. Andy, good to see you.
Good to see you, Greg.
Now, guys, tell me what's new with BigIron.com these days. I'm watching from a distance, and I see you guys just continuing to grow and grow. And tell us the latest.
Well, right now we've just got a lot of equipment selling in the month of March on the Big Iron website. I believe there's over 6,000 items. A lot of different sellers, a lot of buyers from all across the United States and globally now have registered to be bidders on our website, so we're excited about the growth.
6,000 items plus just in the month of March selling on Big Iron?
That is correct. A lot of retirement sales. A lot of folks that have them extra 1 or 2 or 3 items that they want to get moved out of their shed because they got something else to move in. And of course, we've got estates using the Big Iron website as well, some implement dealerships that are moving some machinery. So if you're looking for equipment, you can go to BigIron.com and buy it unreserved.
And you guys auction every Wednesday. What time does it start again, Mark?
They start to close out 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain Time.
Well, I know, and Andy, maybe you know the roughly the numbers. I know these Wednesdays, the folks you get on BigIron.com, I mean, that number is growing and growing. Like what on an average Wednesday, how many people are on BigIron.com?
Good question, Greg. On the typical sale, not necessarily one of the giant sales, but we'll have up to 15,000 folks that'll actually be on Big Iron register participating in the auction.
15,000 folks online?
Yes, yeah. And this month, to add to what Mark said, we have, during the month of March, we have over 800 sellers from around the United States and from 20 different states.
Yeah, that's been fascinating to watch you guys grow. And Mark, the history on the BigIron.com, was that go back to like 2009?
Yeah, 2009 we had 21 pieces of machinery. We advertised them locally, and we had 821 registered bidders for that sale back in 2009. So we thought we kind of stumbled into something.
That is awesome. And here we are, gosh, pushing 8 years down the road now, and 15,000 folks on an average Wednesday. And again, geographically, you guys have grown so much. 20 states in the month of March. Sellers from 20 states? Sellers from 20 states. And of course, that's because we assembled a real good team of people within the organization that go out to meet with these sellers and explain the process. So that part of it has enhanced the growth of our business, and so has the website and the mobile apps that we now utilize in our business. Yeah, I can tell you guys have invested heavily on the technology. Andy, that has to be, you know, you guys are in the auction business, but you're in the tech business.
We are.
Interesting mix.
It's an online marketplace. At the end of the day, Big Iron is known for its service to rural America. We don't necessarily want to be the largest. We're just interested in being the best to serve our buyers and sellers in rural America.
Well, and Mark, I've known you and your brother Ron going back since when I started, basically. Thank you for all your help over the years, by the way. But you're doing some interesting things here on BigIron.com, I think, that shows your auction heart. You're transparently showing the seller's name and contact information. Is that on all the items, or is that?
That is on every item. We're very proud of that fact that we always publish the owner's name and their phone number and their contact information so people can call them if they have questions. And we're also one of the only auction companies that show the bid history on the items that are selling, so you can see where the bids are coming from in terms of the geographic area.
Interesting.
So that offers that other level of transparency. Things like that give those buyers a better comfort level. We have a lot of videos, a lot of pictures. So those simple things like that enable the buying experience to be more trustworthy and more transparent.
Well, pushing the envelope, that's what you guys have always done. And you mentioned before, Mark, about farm estates within each Wednesday online auction. Like I think this Wednesday coming up, there's a pretty good example of that, isn't there?
Yes, there's several estates, a lot of retirement sales. A real big sale is going to take place this upcoming Wednesday in Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. 2 brothers who are retiring some late model John Deere machinery, outstanding lineup of 2007 Freightliner day cab semi-truck tractors.
And that's on the online Big Iron on a Wednesday?
Online on Wednesday, so we have that particular sale. And of course we still do a few on-site sales if somebody wants to do that as well. I mean, that's where we started back in the 80s. So if somebody wants to do that avenue, we can still offer that program also.
And Andy, don't you guys in fact have a really nice farm auction coming up next week?
We do. We have an
March
offsite.
17th, is it?
It's March the 7th.
March 7th. Oh,
March the 7th by Fairmont, Nebraska. Very large machinery sale for K&R Theobald Farms.
Okay.
Late model John Deere and 8230 Case IH combine that you could eat off the floor in the cab. The gentleman was very particular.
Well, it has to have been really fun, Mark, to watch BigIron.com grow over these last 8 years. Do you and Ron ever sit back and just, I mean, what do you think of the growth here these last 8 years?
You know, it's phenomenal growth. We're excited about what's been going on, but at the end of the day, it's about surrounding our organization with good quality people, and that's where the growth starts from.
Right. And Andy, you joined Big Iron how many years ago now?
Just over 2 years ago.
2 years. Okay.
And my attraction was, of course, to Mark and Ron and their commitment to the Unreserved online auction process. Since today, we can actually say that Big Iron is one of the few, if perhaps only, truly unreserved, always, never charges a buyer's premium, ever, and guarantees that we do the lien searches so that the buyers can know that there's clear title.
Right. And that's, Mark, don't you, I mean, that's at the heart of Big Iron, the absolute factor. Every piece sells to the high bidder.
Every piece, that's the core of the business. The absolute auction process is where you get the valued bidders, the people that are serious about coming to the table. They don't want to get gamed. They don't want to play games. So
don't have time for it.
They don't have time for that. So they'll pay more knowing they're treated fairly, especially if they know who the seller is, especially if they can see that bid history. So all of that stuff yields an end result not only for the seller but for the buyer. Exactly.
And again, all of these 6,000 items you're selling in March on your BigIron.com sales, they all start at zero.
Zero. Opening bid is set by the public. The auction company doesn't set that opening bid.
Public, you guys decide what this stuff is worth.
Correct.
Right.
And we publish the auction results. Just register and bid and you'll see all the results as well.
Well, I love the updates you guys have made to the site, and again, I love the auction heart. You're coming at it from a great spot, and fun to catch up. Andy and Mark with BigIron.com, and anything else to share with BigIron.com?
You know, we're looking for an exciting couple months. We're getting a lot of phone calls from people who have excess machinery to sell, and if you're in the market to buy machinery or sell machinery, give us a phone call.
Yeah, you're dealing with good people when you call BigIron.com, folks. So Mark and Andy, thanks very much, and I'm sure we'll catch you guys out on the road here soon.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks.